Hey, people of YouTube, it's me, Reflections of My Evolution, and I'm back with a channeled message for you guys. Did you come across my video? If you found yourself here, it means you are beginning to detach from many of the 3D limitations. In other words, you are waking up, my friend. I'm known with my friend group for being some kind of fucking unicorn because I'm kind of a free thinker. So go ahead and enjoy this message. Anyways, enough time for the introduction. Let's get into the good stuff. Yes? Source wanted me to come on here for this message. After reviewing this video, I thought that the best title for it would be to call it How to Determine the Quality of Your Thinking. Just a reminder, all of you who come across my channel and those in the near future who will find me, because I know that people will eventually find my knowledge for a reason, because all of us are coming to be in a state of awakening, and all of us are at different levels of consciousness. So we have different abilities, different knowledge, and things like that. In this simulated reality, since it's a virtual simulation, your mind is always going to be online. It's always going to be active. So pretty much your mind never really sleeps, and your thoughts are always going to have all of the liberty to come up into your mind at any given time. This is why it's important to remember and always keep it in your thought stream that you are in your own personal game of life. Okay, everything is catered and personalized only to you, and your mind is constantly creating your experiences in this virtual reality game through the use of your imagination, whether you're aware of it or not. Source is asking me for you guys to start to come into practice with something. And I believe there's another author, another mystic from some time ago called Neville Goddard. And he briefly touched on something called SATS, right? Which is to pretty much think about what you want to manifest, or at least something that is pleasant right before you knock out, right before you fall asleep. When your day starts to come to an end, or whenever you have like a set nap time, or when you know that you're feeling a certain way and you're going to be falling asleep pretty soon, try to put your mind in a state of being positive, of thinking about things that are pleasant to you, that make you happy. The last emotion, the last feeling will stay with you inside of your thought stream, inside of your mind. And it's going to be available to your subconscious mind. And this could be used by your subconscious to create future experiences in your simulation that will match your last thought or your last emotional feeling. So always remember that. Don't ever, close your day or fall asleep being angry, being depressed, being sad, or even crying, unless they are tears of joy or happiness. But don't allow yourself to go to bed in an angry state. Try to your best to disconnect, from the day with a sense of resolve, or at least a thought pattern that shows your mind that you are at peace with anything that you may be holding on to. I wish that your last thought will be a thought that follows a neutral pattern, but never something that is negative or distorted. All of us are at different levels of consciousness during this waking up process, during this coming into the knowledge of knowing that this is a simulation that we are all in, and we are all in our own personalized, individual simulated experience. And some of you are going to start to have an ability to be able to see your thoughts as they come up in your thought stream. If you notice that this is something that you are able to do, that you're able to see your thoughts as they come up, please understand that this is actually a gift, because this is going to make your simulated reality, you're going to be able to navigate through it much smoother and much easier. For those of you who have not reached this level yet of self-awareness, where you're able to see your thoughts as they come up into your mind, please try to understand that this will come with time and experience. You know, these things are things that all of us will eventually be able to do. So please look forward to these future abilities. All right? Those that are still pretty much unconscious and don't have the knowledge of this being a simulated experience that we are all in, they don't have the ability to be able to see their thoughts as they're coming up in their mind. And what they will usually do, the people who are still, unconscious to the fact that their own thoughts is what's creating their experience, they simply react, okay? Because they could only feel the emotion, but they don't know what the thought that is going through their mind that is creating that emotion, what that thought is about. So unfortunately, people who are unaware, they are giving off emotional charges to whatever emotion or thought is coming up in their mind. And as a result, most people are giving off a negative emotional charge, because every time that you react to something, whether it's good or bad, you're going to give off an emotional charge, and this is going to notify the simulated virtual reality that you want more of whatever this is that you reacted to, by giving off your power and emitting a reaction to whatever emotion or circumstance you are reacting to. Once again, if you can see your thoughts, please start to take a moment to start doing this, okay? When a thought is coming from a negative place, there's a good chance that you will feel it in your physical vessel. Your physical vessel is what most of you in the 3D know as your physical body. If you feel unease in your physical body, or some strange sensations like in your belly or in your stomach area, or even in your chest, if you feel some unease in these areas, there's a good chance that the emotion or the thought that is going through your mind is a thought that is not coming from a good place, not a favorable place. This thought could be something which is included with an emotion like anxiety or fear or stress or worry, or any type of these low vibration emotions. And these thoughts will actually create a physical reaction in your physical body. And that's one way of knowing that you are either focusing on something, whether you can see the thought or not, that is not a thought that is coming from a favorable place in your mind. For those of you who have learned skills on how to emotionally self-regulate yourself, this would be a good time to put those skills into use. Always remember this piece of information, this knowledge, okay? You are always going to be in a place where you are fighting both minds. What I mean by fighting both minds is that you have your unconscious creative mind that was on autopilot when you were unaware, when you were still in a state of slumber. And you have the new mind that you are using and making it stronger, and you're developing it more, called a conscious creator mind. And this is the mind that you are using to manifest, which you are doing constantly 24/7, even if you're aware of it or not. You're always manifesting because you are always thinking. So these two minds are always going to be bumping heads, okay? Your old mind will be coming up to try to convince you or persuade you to going back to old patterns, while your new mind is going to encourage you to keep moving forward and changing your mindset in a way that changes your life to a more favorable experience. As you feel a thought coming up, or as you see it in your thought stream, take a chance to distract yourself and start asking yourself questions. This will give you the opportunity to not react and actually distract yourself enough so that you put yourself in a state of pause. Ask yourself, is this thought or thinking pattern going to give me a good outcome or not? Or you can also ask yourself, is this thought even real? Or are my old conscious patterns trying to convince me of buying into a story that hasn't even materialized in my 3D? So take a moment to think about those questions, because that will let you know how the mind works, especially your old mind. Once again, doing this, asking yourself questions, and by distracting yourself, you're going to give yourself a chance to not emit an emotional response or emotional charge that will recreate whatever an unfavorable or stressful thought you may be thinking. Okay, so this saves you from recreating another cycle or recycling another thought pattern that is going to recreate something unfavorable in your simulation. In a future video, I'll be showing you some tips, some things that I have decided to do that have helped me to keep remembering that my whole experience here is simulated, that it's all a simulation, and that everything here is catered only to me, even the triggers, both good and bad. That will be the next message coming up. All right, guys, that pretty much covers, the title of this channeled message that I was guided to pop on here to share with you guys. I hope you guys are all, doing well, that you are all safe, and that you are all enjoying your lives. I'm having a really good time out here. And I know it's been a bit since I've been on, but life is really good. That's pretty much the best way I could put it. My life is reaching a point where things are just really good. And I am so thankful and grateful for the experience that I have a chance to have and to live through. Thank you so much for joining me and for spending a few minutes with me. I hope you guys got some worthwhile knowledge out of this message that could help you in your own personal experience that you are having. Take care, guys, and I will be back soon. Thanks, and bye.